Yeah, so this episode is called Position Selection, which doesn't bode well for much of anything. And,
I mean, this whole stupid show has been about position selection, hasn't it? It's been like,
it has.
I'm
It's
the
like,
first
you
to the
stand
top of the
here
tower,
and-
and you stand here, and then you do this, and...
All right, so we're going to go ahead and give us our 4 countdown.
4, 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are back in it with the
Crunchyroll
the
Originals
Crunchyroll
logo.
and
Webtoon production.
this horrible, horrible theme song. I bet there's people that think this is like the did you ever notice that you'll be scrolling along on the internet and you'll just see someone start talking about the most generic and bland anime theme song you could possibly think of. Not, that this is one of them. And they'll just be like, this is like my favorite theme song ever in an anime. And you're like, have you ever heard Megumi Hayashibara? And God, she used to be
Not even her necessarily, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. There are a lot of amazing opening and ending themes, and there are ones that are amazingly well animated, and there's ones that have amazing music, and I mean, maybe if they subtitled this so I knew what the hell they were singing about, that might help, maybe, possibly. But the animation is so bland.
I was going to say you speak Japanese, but they really have it auto-tuned.
This is Korean. Yeah. Isn't this in Korean? Or is it not?
No, this is in Japanese.
Oh, so here's the thing: is that the sound for this is so offensive to me that I have it mostly turned down so I can hear you.
I've never actually listened to the lyrics in the song. Hang on.
I think there's Korean in this.
Yeah, I've never bothered to listen to it because the music is so annoying that I didn't care about the lyrics.
Well, the music is pretty bad.
Now, I will give it this. It does something that other anime haven't yet done. Most of them end with the bird flying off in the sky. This one kind of started with it, too.
And ends with it. Look, sky, blocking.
There's nothing blocking our way, except, the distance.
And the stones, or something.
Many, many stones. We are in a chasm. There's a lot blocking our way.
So who cut his hair?
This was like during the final tale of the coronavirus, and at the very end he got a haircut. That's the real story. It had a happy ending up until they, started this.
So this actually is the girl that. So in the last episode, right? They thought that maybe this was the girl, but maybe not. But then
Oh, don't you love when they do that? It's like, oh, this is totally ambiguous, and then the very next episode, yes, this is what it is.
Well, no, but it's it doesn't make any sense. Wait, don't tell him about you.
Well, I don't know. Is not telling him the same as lying? Yes, it is.
But it doesn't make any sense. She left, and then he left immediately afterward. And so, why didn't... Oh, and her reason for them not being quote-unquote together is even stupid.
I like how they took, all the background forgettable faces from every other anime and made them their main characters in this. I guess that's something.
Well, this guy has, a blue dingleberry off of his hair.
Yeah, I think it was because whoever was animating this forgot how to draw side bangs.
No, it's not actually a hair. It's like a bandana or something.
No, you had it right the first time.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I know I did, but,
It's the Dingle Harry.
The Dingle Harry.
She also booby-trapped it, just to be funny.
Why not?
Only a real man. Oh, that sword's fake. The Green April? But I saw you killing people. No, it's fake. That's my lie in April.
If this is a fantasy show, why do they have the weapons named after months?
I don't know.
Also, if they're living in a world where there's no, ability to see the sky, then why do they even have like a lunar calendar type thing at all?
Plus 1 month. It's a lunar calendar plus 1 month.
Well, we don't know that the lunar calendar actually contains 13 months. It just might be that they have 13 names for months because of like, how like in the French Revolution they like made metric months or something.
Yeah, well, what they did is instead of having
is she guilt eating?
instead of having leap years, they just wait like 30 some years, and every time they have an extra month. So that's what that is.
They have a leap month. That's efficient. Is everyone just like chocolate, guilt eating chocolate throughout this entire show?
They're all in incredible shape, but they're all just eating junk food. It's just like every scene, someone's just drinking a Monster. They get progressively schizophrenic as time goes on. Yeah, judging by that injury to his head, he looks incredibly lucky.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We call this the Kama Sutra battle.
No. No, we'll stop watching if
done.
that happens.
We're done. We're all out.
We're out.
Everyone's underage here. What about the Lizard Man? That only makes it worse. He's like 500 years old.
Oh, great! They're getting assigned classes because we totally needed that 6 episodes into a freaking.
Yeah, let's complicate this thing that already doesn't really make any sense.
Well, it doesn't make any sense, and like the class thing doesn't make any sense either. Like, why would you bother doing this?
It's like we can kind of tell by looking at them that that's a swordsman, and that's also a swordsman, and that most of them are actually swordsmen. Now that I think about it.
But
wait!
Look,
how can they have support characters when they're all like mixed around and fighting against each other constantly?
Well, they're going to get assigned teams or something. It's going to be like school because no one can do anything. No anime can be about anything other than school,
in Japan,
school style.
People's entire lives revolve around what happened in their high school. Like the losers in America.
Yeah, and in Japan.
That's right, you're going to be dropping fat beats for everyone.
That would at least be better. Like if this became like a story about like the main character becoming like an electronica artist, that would be better.
Magical Idol Tower of God.
Magic Beats Academia.
No, let's yeah, actually I guess it works. She told you just not to tell him about her.
No, I'm going to spin an elaborate web of lies, because why not?
I'm sure that'll never come back to haunt me.
Oh, you just know that they're setting up like something like, oh, you betrayed me moment thing later on. Maybe even in the same episode.
Well, I don't know how they could set that up when they're not even like friends yet.
No, they're clearly friends. Because
they are now, but they like didn't trust each other last episode.
They did. This group seemed to trust each other significantly faster than any of the other groups that we've seen.
Why was the water running? And how is that a replacement? There was tons of blood on that bandage. How can you be ready for this?
It's all clotted. It's fine.
Was she eating chestnuts?
No, she was eating a bunch of chocolate bars.
Oh yeah, coping mechanisms.
Yeah, coping mechanisms.
Shoot, I don't speak Japanese.
The whole thing is about them working, like the whole theme is about like groups of people working together, and she's like, we can't be together because we would meet each other's weaknesses. It's like, that's not how it works. Even in the context of this show, that's not how it works.
This turns into Hancock halfway through.
You said that she isn't.
Yeah, you specifically said that. All right. But now suppose that she is. We have some things to think about here.
Let's just work on a hypothetical here.
And then he spins another elaborate tale. Well, that is your only option when you're thrust into a situation like this. Besides
But this is a meaningless hypothetical unless he said it's not her. He didn't say she doesn't want to work with you. He said it's not her. And then he's like 10 minutes later, he's like, oh, let's hypothetically say it is her. Then she doesn't want to work with you, actually. That's why she made me lie about this. And so you just need to get stronger. And that must be the only reason why she wouldn't want to work with you.
They love school as much as I did.
Well, yeah. Oh, remember these things? Remember how they could do things?
Ah, crap, I got Time Mage.
I got Blue Mage. Ugh.
Time Mage gets one spell, slow, and it doesn't work on like half the things that you fight.
But if he gets really good, he might get Stop.
Which works on even less things.
Yeah, that's true.
It has no effect on bosses.
But there's always Haste, which because it's a buff, works on anyone.
Yeah, but only Blue Mages get haste.
They do?
I don't know. Does anyone play Final Fantasy anymore?
I mean, Final Fantasy hasn't had a class system in like 20 years. Derp.
Well, that wasn't cryptic.
Yeah, that was both cryptic and pointless. He's the only one that broke out into a cold sweat when this happened. Yeah, but I'm fine now. You lost an eye.
Your horn disturbs me. He's a character we've been introduced to before, but you haven't been introduced to me.
I'm just going to call him Sleepy Man, because I'm not going to remember that name.
I was calling him Bags, but that works.
But wait, they're all the same class. Huh? Isn't this a competitive thing? Like, is this co-op or is this competitive?
I don't know. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. No one's explained the rules of this thing.
He says yes, and then he paints a swastika on his forehead. My legs! Oh my god, my legs!
Oh god! Oh. Gravity.
Just remember, the Earl wants to escape the soundtrack. This is the Wild. There were winds here for no reason.
Did he really? Did they just lose a party member? What happened? What does that mean?
Guy whose name I can't remember has left the entourage. Hey, I brought Hiro Yui with me.
She is eating chocolate.
Well, those are the same rappers from before. She's just not moving now.
Is she dead? Please tell me she's dead.
She's part dog. She's dead. These are all my friends I haven't made yet.
Is she just like self-flagellating here? It's like, look at all these friends he has. I could never be a friend.
She's writing fan fiction about all the people she meets. That's what's going on here.
Oh, dang it! She's not dead.
Thanks for that.
They had to zoom in on the chocolate bar wrappers as if we didn't know what they were.
It wasn't just that. They gave it the biggest subtitle we're ever going to see in the show. And it wasn't anywhere near the words. It was... Who invited the tamale? We don't like you. Leave.
Her name sounds like the name of a car.
Hi there, my name is another character.
The what?
Nobody can make that many friends.
This is impossible.
And then he leans back and starts shouting, and suddenly he has 5 more friends. All right, what was the Black March again? Was that the sword or?
Yeah, the Black
lizard
March is
guy,
the
or-
sword.
It is a pretty lousy earring.
It kind of sucks.
He's just like, what thing? What are you guys talking about? Are they going to commit seppuku outside? They just both go outside and gut themselves.
No, they both go outside and then they come back and suddenly they're friends.
No explanation is ever offered.
We are friends now.
Then they're like, well, what happened that made you friends? And they're just like, we don't want to
Friendship.
talk about it. They had to put that guy in this show because nobody else has any energy. And if he wasn't in this show, there would be no way to physically watch it.
There's already no way to physically watch this show.
This is true. I just didn't know how to word it to make my point.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like they're both yelling, but she's just like, I'm bored. What are they
I'm gonna
even
hit you with
talking
this
about?
sword.
They're just arguing over whether or not they should have rules or something or be friends.
We're friends or something. It's all dumb.
Now we're talking about Yuri. What? Yuri sisters? Okay, I like where this is going.
Oh my god, exposition. Of course, it was exposition for something that we could have guessed.
Yes, and the rest of this is masquerading as exposition.
Well, this isn't even masquerading as exposition. This is masquerading as, like, character building.
And progress.
Yeah.
Are we going to sit at this table all day?
Hello, Black Sphere, eat this apple.
They've all had about 6 meals. What? We can't hear you.
What? Take off that stupid mask. Maybe?
No, you'll be fine. Give it a try. But you'll be in a coma for the rest of your life.
For the rest of the episode. You think there's anything inside that little helmet thing other than more hair?
Yeah, I choose to believe that no, there is not. Yes.
So, oh man, talk about tension. Look at that. She almost fell off, but didn't.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat there for a minute.
Yeah.
That would have been
Yeah.
so much better. She just like knocks her back and she falls off and we never see her again. Nobody even talks about her.
She's been
kind of like the
unpersoned.
200 that disappeared before this test started.
Well, yeah, I mean, they can't actually have characters, this many characters in a show.
Oh no, it's going to be like All Men Are Brothers at the very end of the story, right before they tell us the true ending of everything. They're going to go through the list of names of all the people that died in that first couple episodes.
Let's not pretend that this will be anything near as good as All Men Are Brothers.
I wasn't. I was taking the.
Let's not even pretend that that's like a fantastical possible idea. Let's not go that far. I'm not willing to do it.
All men are lizards, even the women.
Derp, 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 derp.
Weep. Why are we getting? Now we're getting exposition in the middle of the action. They couldn't have shown this when they were all sitting at the table, whatever they were doing.
Or they could have had the table scene after this, where like one of the characters is explaining this to everybody else, as opposed to just monologuing in front of a computer like a jackass.
You know what I like about this show? The one thing I think I can genuinely say I like?
What's that?
If we go to anime conventions and people are cosplaying as these characters, they're just going to look homeless.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? The one thing that I like about this show, actually, it will eventually end.
Yeah, but that's something you can like about like any of the worst shows ever.
I said that's the only thing that I like about this show. And then there were 10. And then there were 9. That's some great animation there.
Yeah, they kinda
she used
talked about
magic
that
power
a
to do
lot.
magic things.
Yeah, it's a real national treasure. It launched 1,000 ships.
You
You
mean
know,
the
like
people
a-
that
like a
the
Chips
people
Ahoy
that
cookie.
voluntarily exiled themselves? Look, the lizard girl has a dark past.
She lifts up her skirt. Yep, you're a trap.
The path of misfortune. It sounds so like... It sounds like it would actually be something.
Well, I mean, in this show, you never know.
No, we kind of know that nothing good is going to happen in this show. Are we supposed to care?
I don't think we are. I think this was directed by J.J. Abrams. It's just going to ask a bunch of questions and then never answer them.
Well, there aren't enough explosions.
Best
for-
chicken
Whoa,
pies.
wait, whoa!
Famous for his chicken. This is an important piece of information. It's like they give you that. They're like, "Oh, famous for his chicken pies," and then they show him
Bam!
to death.
Firehouse.
That went nowhere. This is a J.J. Abrams film.
I don't know, there's not enough explosions. It's like a faux J.J. Abrams house.
Brought to you by Crunchyroll.
Hey, hey, there was no ending theme. Fantastic. Saved us some time.